Hello, and welcome to another update video about Litecoin. Litecoin trailed sideways over the weekend. That was sort of forecasted because we thought it would develop a more substantial B wave, either higher into the resistance area or sideways. It can still go higher though. But we also identified this possibly relevant trend line. I mean, price already kind of reacted to it here today. But hasn't really touched it. I mean, trend lines are to a degree subjective how you draw them, and you can draw them differently on different time frames. So maybe it touched it already. I mean, bear in mind this is the 30-minute chart I'm looking at right now, but looking at the 1 hour. So yeah, could be that this B wave is finished soon. It certainly reacted here to the trend line. Let's see if we get that one more wave down. One more wave down here is currently the expectation, first of all, because the wave count would suggest one more low. Not necessarily needed. It has come down deep enough in this wave 2 correction after it rallied in a wave 1 here to the 3rd of July high around $115. But the move here looks very corrective, so I haven't got any indication that it has bottomed yet. There is no impulse. In fact, the rally, small rally that took place between here and there, looks very corrective. Again, it could be a leading diagonal. It could be a wave 1 maybe. Yes, but then it needs proof. It needs solid proof because we cannot really trust diagonals. Also, if this would be a start of a third wave, here, yeah, third wave of the fifth wave into the $130, $140 region, then normally that would be a rocket start. It shouldn't really necessarily start with a leading diagonal again, but hey, we can observe that. The key is that as long as price action is not impulsive to the upside, as long as we haven't broken above $104, the expectation would be one more low. Now, if we see a really impulsive break above the trend line and it takes out the $104 level, then we can start to assume that wave 2 has formed a lasting low. Yeah, here. But at the moment, it's just not, the evidence isn't there. It would be the alternative, but in the primary scenario, one more low is expected until we have proof that price has bottomed, yeah? And if this was an impulse, yeah, okay, but it's only a diagonal. So we cannot trust it until price holds a higher low and rallies impulsively. So if we now rally, I would first look at a possibly larger B wave, that this B wave sits here in this resistance area, because this is the typical resistance for a B wave. Now, there can always be a correction over time, which this seems to be, or price, which would have been a pullback into the resistance zone. Now, we've got this descending trend line, and as assumed, it would react to it. Hasn't reacted in a very strong way to it. Let's see if it respects it further. If not, we take it out. Trend lines always move, morph, whatever, you know, they break at some point. Essentially, we want them to break as a signal, okay? And the signal, if that trend line breaks and we get a bit of volume in, would be that it can rally into this area between $101 and $104. And only above 104, we have to assume that, okay, this B wave is stronger than you would normally think it is. And then we are already likely in the third wave of that larger degree fifth wave. If we make one more low, relevant support, first of all, will be that 94.50 level, the 7th of July swing low, and then here, $89, which is the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And then we need to be watching, do we find support here? Because if it drops below that, it would be potentially bearish. Yeah, we don't really want price to go and sustain below the 78.6 Fib retracement. It would threaten and challenge this larger degree potential bullish scenario. Yeah, that's my update about Litecoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.